All right, folks, let me know you can hear me. Let me know you guys can hear me. Fuck, this is a different camera. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Thank God. All right, folks. I got to tell you, some days just nothing works for me. Nothing works for me, and all right, I got to get used to this. this setup here. I had to use a different computer, but let me know the audio's good, right? The audio's good. All right, cool. Folks, so I'm calling this one Engineering the Great Reset, okay? And look, I'll stop at nothing. I'll stop at nothing to keep bringing the news and doing what I have to do because that's what I do. I'm a fighter. I don't stop. I don't give up. Nothing like that. Folks, you can Venmo me, D-Rod 1977, D-Rod 1977. Folks, when the lights go out on Amazon, and the Mexican mix on Amazon as well. I gotta tell you, folks, this is a different setup, and I don't have my microphone. Does this sound better? Does it sound better without that microphone or with that other microphone? Without or with? Trying to figure this out. Wow, I'm finally back. Yeah, I was in YouTube jail. I was doing my my shows from prison. Really, without. All right. So folks, I got this to knock this out real quick. Noble Gold. For years now, people have been setting up a little contest between crypto and gold, but that's like comparing a truck to an SUV. Both carry stuff and travel from A to B, but they do different jobs. Gold job is to keep the value of your money safe and preserve its value. And since Ukraine and the oil inflation crisis, it's done a brilliant job compared to stocks and other investments. So if you're worried about what's going on right now, and who isn't, just talk to an expert at Noble Gold with precious metals IRAs for your retirement. They'll put you straight on your options and hold your hand through the whole process. And this month, for any qualified IRA, you'll get an incredible 3-ounce silver American Virtue coin completely free as a thank you. So call 877-646-5347, 877-646-5347 now to find out more. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com or hit the link below. I'll tell you what, folks, I'm not used to this setup. at all. I had to bring a different computer in to get this going, and I feel completely off. I feel fucking off. Spotify is Nino's Corner. Telegram is Nino's Corner. Getter, Nino's Corner. Etsy is Nino's Corner Store. And Twitter is Nino Boxer. So I'm setting up a new store called Patriot Wear. Okay, and I'm going into business with my YouTube agent, and we are going to take this to another level, Dave. It is time to take this to another level. So that's what we're doing with that. Oh, shit. All right. The sound is good. I guess the sound is good. I'm going to tell you what. It has not been my fucking day. I come home today. My dog ate he didn't eat my pills, but he scattered all my supplement pills all over the carpet. I had to clean that up. I was tripping over cords. I was falling. I hit my head. I mean, just one of those days I was just like, this sucks. I shouldn't even go live. I shouldn't even do this because it's just, everything was going wrong. My alarm went off early today. I set it for the wrong fucking time and it went off like 2 hours early. I was like, what? Everything was just off. Nino's Corner TV, ninoscorner.tv is going to be fire. I got 107. I'm going to be putting that up. I'm going to put that up today. We already recorded it. It's going up today. We're talking about the engineered crisis. He says, folks, we're just coming into the storm. I thought we were already in the storm. I thought we were already in the storm. Could have fooled me. I thought we were already in the storm, but I guess we're just going into it. How much fucking worse can this get with this asshole in the White House? Seriously, America is being raped and torn apart. And we're all watching it in horror. Seriously. So how much worse can this get? Oh, it's going to get a lot worse. Really? Really, Juan? Food shortages, all of this, folks, guaranteed is engineered. Don't buy the whole Russia bullshit. Oh, it's Russia's fault. No, that's not what's going on here. That's who they're blaming. That's who they're blaming. All of this is an engineered crisis with people at the very top that run your fucking life and you didn't even know it. On Nino's Corner.tv, I have 107 coming up today. I got JP McClassic, the Hunter Biden laptop. And folks, I got your questions. I'm going to read a lot of those questions to JP. That's coming at 11:30. I'll be putting his interview up on Nino's Corner.tv, and I'm going to ask him what he saw on that fucking computer. You better believe I'm going to ask him what was on that damn thing. And then I have Shemaine Nugent. I have Sheila Holmes coming on again about the Georgia Guidestones. I got Jason Shurka, Disclosure, coming on again. And I got George Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos. I wonder if he knows how I just I don't know if I'm making fun of his last name, but it is kind of a unique last name. Papadopoulos. Anyway, he's coming on. I got him coming on. He said he wanted to change it to today, so I might be having him on today, folks. I might be having him on today. So I hope you like. Do you like this setup better than my other setup? Doesn't seem like I have many people on here this time around. A lot of bad stuff on that laptop. Yeah, I agree. A lot of bad stuff. Straight out of jail, folks. Straight out of jail. Yeah. Oh, it's been a long time coming, baby. Now I'm going to have a fucking ankle bracelet on for 3 months. I'm on probation. Coming at you live from the apocalypse, folks. Yeah. Let's get it. Fucking sick of this shit, man. This fucking puppet. Oh, and folks, I got a reminder of what I can and can't say on YouTube. So they don't want me saying shit on YouTube. That's why I have Nino's Corner.tv. That's my safe place. To be honest with you, folks, to be quite honest with you, I have to kind of play by their rules on the enemy's fucking platform here because I feel it's better to have a YouTube than to not. That's just the point. And also, folks, thank you for anybody who does the super chat. Like I said, if you don't want to do the super chat, you can Venmo D-Rod 1977. Super chat is awesome. I'm surprised I even have it. They demonetized me twice already, so because they don't like what I say. And check this out, folks. So my Nino's Corner.tv, check this out. Listen to this. The bank that we were dealing with on Nino's Corner.tv decided not to deal with me anymore. So a lot of you had trouble with your Nino's Corner.tv. Please go back. You can put your credit card information back in there. We had to switch banks. Why? They didn't like my content. It's high-risk content, folks. High-risk content. You see what kind of world we're living in now? This is absolutely, to me, I was thrown back. I couldn't believe that a fucking bank would stop doing business with me because of my content. It seems to me like the globalists are going all in on all angles. Thank you, Jeff. All angles, and they're not stopping. They're not stopping at all. And in fact, folks, here on my YouTube, I'm going to I have to bring it down a couple notches. I have to. Otherwise, I'll be gone. So I appreciate those of you that have stuck with me through all of this and even watched my prison series on BitChute and Rumble, which is Nino's Corner. So here they go again in Shanghai, folks. Shanghai, they're starting the lockdowns again. So Shanghai in lockdown, residents suffer food shortages and soaring prices. let me tell you, folks, what's happening over there, they're getting ready to bring here. They're getting ready to bring here. You got to understand, they want a prison planet. And who do they follow? China. China usually leads, is usually the first to step. And so what I'm going to say here is, let me read this for you. Let me read this to you. Shanghai residents, are running short on provisions in the lockdown. Residents told the Chinese Epoch Times that they are facing a food crisis. So now China is facing the food crisis. They're the first to go. Then the dominoes start coming into America. The citywide lockdown stated on April 1st, after a partial lockdown began in the east side of the city of March 28th. Shanghai residents seek ways to expose the current situation inside Shanghai through online videos. One video shows the exorbitant prices of produce, such as oranges at $2.96 each, $2 and almost $3 for an orange. Strawberries at $8 a pint. And an order of 4 lettuce, 4 cucumbers, 4 loofahs, and 3 potatoes, and 14 duckades at a cost of $25. That's coming here. You can guarantee it's coming here, folks. This is the engineering of the Great Reset. That's what's happening right now. Now, look, Nino's Corner.tv is cheaper than all of that. It's cheaper than all of that. It's $3.99. And, I've been asked if I'm going to higher the price. I'm not going to. So Shanghai's in lockdown. Food shortages are already happening over there. I'm telling you, it's coming here. But that's okay because Biden can blame Russia. Biden's going to be blaming Russia. I can't talk about that on YouTube. I just saw that, Jay Gunner. Thank you. I can't talk about that on here. I can't. If you guys want to hear that, go to Nino's Corner.tv. Folks, I come on here to bring the G-rated PG-13 news. Now, that's just the way it is. It sucks. It pisses me off. But I can still drop the F-bombs. Fuck! Do you like that? Fuck. All right. So, blame Russia. Food crisis is triggered by Russia-Ukraine conflict could see mass migration from Central America to U.S. And what better time than now when we have open borders? Especially with Title 42 ending, here it comes. So the ongoing Russian-Ukraine conflict and subsequent global food crisis could destabilize nations and create mass migration from Central America to the United States. David Beasley, the executive director of the United Nations World Food Program, said on April 17th, all engineered. Why wouldn't you just shut the border down right now? Like, we're getting ready to have an influx of migrants. Shut it down. No. Because it's all engineered. We have a Trojan fucking horse in the White House taking down America, killing our Constitution. That's what's going on. Beasley told CBS News, Face the Nation, that there is no question that Russian President Vladimir Putin, let's blame the boogeyman, is using starvation as a weapon in a number of ways, stating that food is being used as a weapon of war. Bullshit! Bullshit. He noted that Ukraine produces enough food to feed 400 million across the globe. The figure does not include the population of Ukraine itself. So expect Central America to start. They're already coming up, folks. I mean, we're getting hundreds and thousands, I think, a month now. I mean, that's how bad it is. And how are the resources in America going to, your stores, your traffic, crime, all that is going to go up. It's going to go up. It's going up. Why? Because, all the migrants that are coming here. Mass shootings. Who's to stop the migrants with their guns? There's guns pouring over the border. There's drugs pouring over the border. Human trafficking pouring over the fucking border. How are you going to stop that? Well, the way you stop that is shut the fucking border down. We're in a crisis. I'm on the border, folks. But no, they're going to blame Russia. They're going to keep blaming Russia for all of this, for all of it. And to prove to you that Mexicans, and soy mexicano myself, okay? And I'm going to say this, Mexicans now give Joe Biden a 26 approval rating among Hispanics. How do you like it now? How do you like it now? I don't know why I put on my glasses. I guess I feel more intelligent than without them. So Joe Biden now has a 26% approval rating among Hispanics. Ask yourself why. Well, the ones that got here legally don't like the motherfuckers coming here illegally. I can tell you that right now. And they just suck off the system. And that's what they're meant to do. Why? Because they want to wipe out the middle class. They're trying to wipe out the middle class. It's a transfer of wealth, folks. Get everyone on government programs, everyone on food stamps, and kill the middle class. It's the way it is. And then tax the fuck out of everybody. I see the white hats making some movements, making some good steps. The jury's out with me and Elon Musk. Thank you, Sonia Franco. The jury's out with me and Elon Musk. I'm not sure. I don't know where this guy's coming from. Look, this guy's a hand over fist billionaire. He just cares about what he's going to do, I'm sure. But here it is. Elon Musk launches hostile takeover bid on Twitter. They call it a hostile takeover, kind of like what happened in the White House. That's really the hostile takeover. But all right. He wants to take the company private and has offered $54.50 per share. Earlier this year, he became Twitter's biggest shareholder. Now Twitter develops a poison pill. Now, you all heard this. Dorsey rips Twitter board for dysfunction after Musk accused it of failing to represent shareholders. Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey penned a scathing tweet over the weekend calling the company's board of directors a consistent source of dysfunction after Tesla CEO Elon Musk accused the Twitter board of failing to represent the interest of shareholders. Dorsey made the remark in a tweet thread initiated by Gary Tan, co-founder of Initialized Capital, who said that having the wrong partner on your board can literally make $1 billion in value evaporate. Adding that that is the reason for a surprising percentage of startup failures. Weighing in on the Tan's tweet was Trent Griffin, former partner and private equity from Eagle River, who shared an article on the impact of board dysfunction on business that called Fred Destin, founder of venture capital, from Stride. So what do I know for sure is that the old Silicon Valley proverb is grounded in age-old wisdom that still applies today. Good boards don't create good companies, but a bad board will kill a company every time, Destin was cited as saying. Elon's statement to Jack. Wow, with Jack departing, the Twitter board collectively owns almost no shares. Objectively, their economic interests are simply not aligned with shareholders, Musk said in a tweet replying to a post showing a chart of the ownership percentages of Twitter board members. I don't think there's anything they can do about it. I think this guy is going to take over Twitter. Hopefully we get free speech back. I think there's little moves being made. We'll see where this goes. I'm sure we're going to hear more news on it every day. But what I'm more concerned about is where we're headed with this great reset, folks. And believe me, it's engineered. It's fine. It's fine and dandy to see, Elon Musk making a move for Twitter. But what does it matter? What does it really fucking matter if inflation is skyrocketing and the border is being ransacked? What does it matter? We're under attack. We are under attack. Let me make this clear as day. We are under fucking attack. This is what war looks like in 2022. And a lot of you go about your day. A lot of you just say, oh, as long as it doesn't bother me, as long as it's not on my doorstep. It's coming to your doorstep. It's coming. If it hasn't already. This is unbelievable. I can't believe we're living in these times. I can't believe it. So now the news is coming out with this nuke danger. Putin, nuke danger. Now, see, you got to look at everything with this lens, folks, that I'm about to give you. Let's read this first. Nuke danger. Moment Putin's nuclear bomber flies close to Ukraine border in major war escalation. I wouldn't doubt if a nuke does go off and they blame Putin. He's the villain. He's the villain. That's how dirty these sons of bitches are. This is the chilling moment one of Vladimir Putin's nuclear bombers was caught flying close to the Ukraine border in a major military escalation. The Tu-160 strategic bomber was seen in the skies over Western Russia amid huge pressure on the Kremlin over the sinking of the flagship in the Black Sea. So, videos today caught 4 aircraft, one used to carry nuclear bombs, over Kaluga region between Moscow and the Ukrainian border. The defense ministry in Moscow had not immediately announced the purpose of the mission. Larger Tu-95s have been used a number of times to strike targets in Ukraine with non-nuclear weapons, notably Kh-55 and Kh-101 air-launched cruise missiles. So it's going nuclear. I said the winner would be nuclear. It's going to just keep escalating. It's going to keep escalating. That's where this is going. So I asked Juanito in my interview. I said, Juan, we're in the storm, right? We're in the storm. No, we're just down. We're just reaching the eye of the storm. Folks, I regress. I thought we were like in the 7th or 8th round of a 10-round fight or a 12-round fight. We're more like in the 3rd or 4th round of a 15-round fight. I do my best to bring the best interviews that I can on ninoscorner.tv. But folks, I'm just like all of you. I'm your voice. I'm trying to find out and figure this out just like all of you are. And what can I say? It looks like this is going to be a very, very tough time for all Americans, for the whole entire world, because the globalists are going through with this. Now, is Trump going to be reinstated? I sure fucking hope so. I hope so. Am I going to bank on it? Zelensky warns of Russian nuclear attack and calls for stockpile of radiation pills. Yeah, that's really going to help you. Nuclear blast! A nuclear blast, and you're going to stockpile on radiation pills. Depends where you're at, I guess. Fucking bullshit. So Zelensky, the cross-dresser, Vladimir Zelensky, has warned Ukrainians to prepare for a possible Russian nuclear attack and called for a stockpile of radiation pills. I highly doubt this is going to come from Russia. I just do. I highly doubt it. They're telling you, they're hiding it out in the open. They're telling you what they're going to do before they do it, folks. That's how I see this. He told the world, we must prepare for the bleak scenario and get a hold of medicine, which would help curb radiation sickness. Zelensky made the grim warning in an interview before sharing the clip on his Telegram channel on Saturday evening. What can I say? This is going nuclear. This is getting bad, folks. This is escalating really bad. And thanks, Beth. I sit here and I think to myself, would it be doing me and you any justice at all to be like, enjoy the show? Get your popcorn out. Enjoy the show. Fuck no. I say we're up ship creek, man. We gotta prepare accordingly. Sometimes I feel like the guy on the Titanic that's playing the violin. Some of you are still dancing and drinking as a boat's fucking sinking, because it's just not in your reality. It's not in your reality what's happening to our country right now. It's just not there. It's just you're checked out, your head's in the sand, you're drinking, you're partying, and you're going to be the motherfuckers that go down with the Titanic and die. And then there's some people that are on the deck getting the dinghies out there and getting on the boats to survive, getting their life jackets on. They're getting ready for this. Which one are you? I'm the guy running around the boat, I guess. The boat's sinking. The boat's sinking. The boat's sinking. But fuck me, I guess. What do I know? The New York Times published an open-ed Friday that proposes eliminating belief in God. This is the New York Times. This is all part of the engineered Great Reset, Great Transformation, one world religion, one world government, all of it. Proposing eliminating belief in God. Folks, soon it's going to get to the point where if you want to practice church, if you want to have a church service, you're going to have to do it in your basement. You're going to have to do it in your basement. You're not going to be able to do this in public anymore. They're going to come after you. You think I'm lying? Okay. Oh, boy. That's all. That's where this is headed. If this doesn't get turned around. Fuck. Those eyeglasses worked for a very long time, and now they don't work anymore. I don't understand it. And then my other glasses broke. Author Shalom Auslander, who is delusioned about upbringing in a religious Jewish community in New York, argues God, it seems, paints with a wide brush. He paints with a roller. In Egypt, said our rabbi, he even killed firstborn cattle. He killed cows. If he were moral, the God of Jews, Christians, and Muslims would be dragged to the Hague. I don't know what the Hague is. And yet we praise him. We emulate him. We implore our children to be like him. Perhaps now, as missiles rain down and the dead are discovered in mass graves, is a good time to stop emulating this hateful God. Perhaps we can stop extolling his brutality. Perhaps now is a good time to teach our children to pass over God, to be as unlike him as possible. Killing gods is an idea I can get behind. And this is in the New York Times. When they publish these things in the New York Times, they're telling you what they're getting ready to do. They're planting the seeds. They're throwing the seeds out there that remember, folks, public enemy number one is media. It's a mainstream media, the New York Times, blah, blah, blah. And what they do is they start throwing seeds, giving you the idea. It's time to get rid of God. It's time to get rid of God. And the liberals eat this up. They eat this up. I feel I have a personal relationship with God, and I feel very comfortable whichever way this goes. That's just how I feel. That's why I put my neck out here. I believe in God first. Every time I got in the ring, every time I got into the boxing ring to fight, I always prayed to God before I went in there, regardless of what happens. It's not like I'm trying to, only if I win, I love God. No, win or lose, I give all praise to God. So, I believe there's an intelligent design to all this, but I'm not going to preach. So as all of you know, you've seen all the videos of the planes taking off their face diapers and celebrating. There's nothing revolutionary about that. And I saw this on a tweet. There's nothing revolutionary of taking off your face diaper when they tell you you can. When they tell you can, you go, oh, thank you. Oh, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. No, what's revolutionary is when you take it off in spite of them. That's revolutionary. Rosa Parks in the back of the bus. She moved to the front. Fuck you. That's revolutionary. Taking it off because they tell you you can ain't so revolutionary. It's not that revolutionary, believe me. You're just saying, okay, thank you. Face diapers are officially optional in airports and on board all Alaska Airlines and Horizon Air flights, effective immediately. Full statement. Several U.S. airlines announced Monday that masks are now optional on their aircraft. Delta Airlines, American Airlines, United Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and Alaska Airlines. But not so fast. Not so fast. How many of you think I yell too much? How many of you think I yell too much? Give me a thumbs up if I should tone down the yelling. Or if you, no. Give me a thumbs up if if you like it just the way it is. Just the way I bring the news is the way you like it. You kind of like it like this. Let me know. Thumbs up if you like the way I do it. All right. Harbor. Harbor, I knew you give me a thumbs up. Is there even a thumbs down button? I don't even know. I don't want it. No, I don't want those. All right. So the Trump appointed U.S. judge declared that the face diapers were for planes and trains unlawful. Because why? Well, we're not supposed to adopt laws from the WHO or CDC. We're not supposed to. We're our own country. We have a constitution that we follow. But not so fast. Biden administration to appeal ruling against CDC's face diaper mandate if CDC recommends it. So if the CDC recommends it, we're going back. We're going back. Even though it's unlawful, but we're going to go back to it because Biden, you know who he is, right? We all know who he is. President Joe Biden's administration will appeal the April 18th ruling that struck down the federal face diaper mandate. If the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention recommends the move, the Justice Department announced Tuesday. I'm so paranoid of everything I say on here. President Joe Biden's administration will appeal the April 18th ruling that struck down the federal face diaper mandate. The Department of Justice and the CDC disagree with the district court's decision and will appeal, subject to CDC's conclusion that the order remains necessary for public health. All of this is about you being compliant, submissive. That's all this is about. Has nothing to do with what you think it does. I have to watch my language on here. But this has everything to do with you being compliant. Good little sheep. Good little sheep. Don't talk. 6 feet apart. Remain quiet. It's symbolic. It's purely symbolic. These people are fucking sick. The department continues to believe that the order requiring face diapers in the transportation corridor is a valid exercise of the authority Congress has given the CDC to protect public health, to protect you. They just want to protect you. That is an important authority the department will continue to work to preserve. So they're going to appeal it. Let's see what happens. I personally, if I can drive 6 hours, I'm driving it. 4 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours, my max. If I have to get on a plane, it's like a necessary evil. I don't wear them in the airports, but I wear them on the plane because it's like I have to get from point A to point B, but I've always put it right here. They don't really say anything. They don't really ever say anything to me. I'm much calmer in jail. Yeah, I guess because it's prison. Don't want my my cellmates to hear me going crazy. Governor DeSantis announces Florida's special session will include ending Disney's tax privilege and special exemption status. So Governor DeSantis announces Florida's special session will include ending Disney's tax privileges and special exemption status. That's good news. How many of you knew they were like a private entity? Yeah. I guess they don't have to pay taxes, much like churches. You might want to fact check that, look into that. White House announces second global Boogeyman Summit on May 12th, aiming to bring solutions to Boogeyman the world, to get everyone this. They want everyone this. Remember, it's all about control. All about control. So for everyone, everywhere. And how many of your liberal friends are all for it? They just want to do it. They think it's so cool. They want their little Band-Aid, their little Mickey Mouse Band-Aid. They're all about it. They just want to do it. Let's just all do it together. Hold my hand while I go get it. Are you in your third or fourth or fifth? They're turning me away. They're turning me away because I go every day to get one. These people are fucking sick. They're fucking deranged. No spiritual awareness, not understanding what the fuck is going on. Nah, none of it. And then you have people like me Welcome to Nino Circus. In the face of madness, you get a madman like me. All right. Union Pacific Rail Line begins restricting rail shipments of nitrogen-based fertilizer during spring planting season. Union Pacific Rail Line restricting rail shipments of nitrogen-based fertilizer during spring planting season. You're telling me this isn't engineered? Now to some jail news. 2 inmates pregnant. Okay, so 2 inmates get pregnant in a woman's jail, obviously. 2 inmates pregnant after ACLU lawsuit brings transgender woman to New Jersey women's prison. Folks, if I'm going to jail again, I'm going as a woman. And I'm going to have some fun. Oh, 2 inmates are pregnant in a prison because a transgender woman went to prison within a woman's. So a man dressed as a woman went to a women's prison because he identified as a woman and fucked them and got him pregnant. This world's insane. It's insane. I love reading. I fucking tell you, I love reading the news. I think it's amazing. Every day. I look forward to this every time I go on here because shit like this, I laugh about it all day long. It's like we are living in the craziest times ever. Censorship is still going strong. DuckDuckGo CEO Gabriel Weinberg has announced that the search engine will begin purging all independent media outlets from its platform and replace them with trusted mainstream media outlets instead, because it's trusted, okay? Because we trust the mainstream, okay? Okay, you understand? Good. We need the mainstream because it's trusted. No thinking. No thinking. Just do what you're told. Netflix stock plunges 37% on shocking subscriber loss. 37%. Probably because they need it for gas. But, let's see. Shares of Netflix plunged Wednesday morning after the streamer reported its lost subscribers in its most recent quarter. The streamer cited easing pandemic restrictions and rising competition as reasons for implicated growth. I think people are just sick of the propaganda. If you want to ask me, I think people are waking up. People are just fucking sick of it. Every time I turn on Netflix, I don't even know what I want to watch. I watch I'll watch about 5-10 minutes of each movie I click on, and it sucks. I think all the movies suck today. You kick ass, keep going the way you are. From a fellow ex-boxer, it's good to see a real man out there. Yeah, brother, yeah, wake him up. Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, thank you. That keeps me going, folks. It keeps me going. So Netflix is tanking. South Carolina, death row inmate to die by firing squad. Columbia, South Carolina, the first man scheduled for execution in the state of South Carolina in more than 10 years, has chosen to die by firing squad. This guy chose this. I don't know. I don't know. What are your options? I don't know. You're going to die anyway. A law went into effect in South Carolina in 2021 that made death by electrocution the default method of death, but gave condemned prisoners the option to face three prison employees with rifles in lieu of the electric chair. The electric chair, you shit your pants. I don't know. I'd probably shit my pants even with people pointing rifles at me. The Associated Press reported the change in the law was prompted by more than a decade-long pause in executions in the state because of the shortage of drugs needed to perform lethal injections. We don't need drugs. We just need the bullets. We just need bullets. Looks like they're doing the Yeah, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. That's all I can say. In border news, what's up, Axel? Yeah, hey, what's up, buddy? Come here. You guys want to see Axel for a second? Come here, buddy. Oh, here's Axel. He likes to go out in the sun. What's up, buddy? You okay? Yeah, I'm doing a show. All right. So there's Axel, Smaxel. Axel, Smaxel. He's a dirty rascal. Axel, Smaxel. Always getting into a fiasco. Border news, Texas governor sends 6 bus with illegal immigrants to Washington. Now, folks, remember, this is volunteer only from what I understand. Fact check that. You might want to fact check that. So it's not like they're rounding up illegals, putting on a bus, and sending them to Washington. They're just saying, oh, you don't want to go to San Antonio? You don't want to go to Houston? You don't want to go to Dallas? Well, we also have a bus right here for Washington, D.C. Go ahead and get on that one. It's going to Washington, D.C. If you want to go there, volunteer. So that's how I'm understanding this. Now, fact check that and make sure I have that right. The 6th bus of illegal immigrants who were picked up along the southern U.S. border was sent to Washington, D.C. from Texas on late Sunday night, according to Governor Greg Abbott's office. Why? Because midterms are coming, and he needs some kind of publicity stunt, folks, because he's running against Beto O'Rourke. The buck-tooth Beto. So footage showed the bus arriving with the unlawful aliens at DC's Union Square on Sunday evening, according to local outlet WUSA 9 or WUSA 9. In a statement on Sunday, Abbott, a Republican, confirmed the bus was sent from Texas to Washington and argued it must be done this way due to what he described as the Biden administration's mismanagement of illegal immigrants pouring in from Mexico. The 6th bus transporting a group of unlawful migrants to Washington, D.C. from Texas will be arriving at the nation's capital today. Well, this was April 17th. Abbott's statement said, confirming the bus would drop off illegal immigrants at Delaware Avenue and Columbus Circle. You all do your own homework on this. I've heard it's voluntary. Cecilia, thank you. I've heard it's voluntary. It's just a publicity stunt. Look at the service they're getting. They're getting credit cards, basically an Uber service. Oh, you need to go to Washington, D.C. It's not like he's taking them and going, you're going to Washington, D.C., all of you. That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening here. But all right. The idiots will eat this up. In what the fuck news, how many of you people know? How many of you know of many that can do this, a one-man show like I'm doing now? Not many. I don't think. Maybe. There's a few. But we're lacking a lot because, in my opinion, more people should be doing this. More people should be speaking out, but you're scared. A lot of you are scared. Or you know what? A lot of you don't have the social media audience, but it doesn't matter. If you just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, that's still 5 people you haven't reached before. So I suggest all of you make your voice heard. And I'm happy enough to do it for you, but I'm just saying a lot of you can be doing this yourself as well. In what the fuck news, sheer lunacy, wild plan to nuke the moon, considered by U.S. government secret UFO program, newly released reports reveal. So a plan to nuke the moon. A wild plan to nuke the moon was reportedly considered by the U.S. government's secret UFO program, according to a bombshell document. Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, AATIP, officials reportedly examined the viability of untested proposals such as sending nuclear explosives into outer space. It's like humanity's just on this mission to just destroy everything. I can kind of see, like sometimes I can kind of see the elite's objective here while they want to depopulate. Thank you, Alex. Escobedo. The plan never materialized, but it would have involved using thermonuclear devices to blast through the lunar crust and mantle. It was part of a proposed mission to look for extremely lightweight metals. According to the documents, officials said an explosive lens would have been required to shatter the rocks. Creating a tunnel in the moon would have helped examine if a negative mass existed, according to the reports. And the report revealed the tunnel wall would have been created using ceramic material. One Defense Intelligence Agency document claimed gravity is the bane of aerospace transportation. And officials said making a tunnel through the moon, provided there's a good supply of negative mass, could revolutionize interstellar spaceflight. If an object had negative mass, it would accelerate towards you when pushed instead of away. Well, folks, I got to tell you, man, it feels good to be back on here. I don't know what's wrong with my other computer, but I found a way to come back on here, and I'm sorry that this happened. If I'm ever given another strike or whatever, I'll be on BitChute, I'll be on Rumble. It's Nino's Corner on both of those. My Telegram is Nino's Corner. My Spotify is Nino's Corner. My Etsy is Nino's Corner Store, if you want to help support me there. Or you can Venmo me, D-Rod 1977. All of you help me keep doing what I'm doing. Thank you, Izzy. I appreciate that. Guerra. I got to tell you, folks, I don't know. You know, I had Juano saving on. He's on ninoscorner.tv. I'm going to be uploading that today. I have George Papadopoulos coming on. I'm going to be uploading that today, tomorrow. JP McClassic coming on for the 100-byting laptop. We're going to find out what's exactly in the laptop. I'm taking your questions. You can send them to Nino's Corner 77 at Gmail if you have questions for JP McClassic about the Hunter Biden laptop, and for George Papadopoulos. And the new heavyweight champion of podcasting. Yeah. Later, folks.